recording now. I got Yankee here. Say hi, Yankee.
Hey, how's it going?
So we're going to try to play as he figures out the interface. So you got 25 minutes on your timer. It's up in kind of your top left corner of your avatar area.
Okay.
So that's what that shows. Your 60 card deck shows up, which how many cards you have left, basically.
5387, okay. There's Graveyard.
Yep.
Exile. Okay.
And so it'll probably show you your hand. And
Yeah.
underneath the avatar there's revealed zone, effect zone, all sorts of other shit. So I'll go ahead and keep my hand. I think you're up first.
Yeah.
So the hotkeys are kind of down on the bottom right too, but to say okay to whatever it's prompting you, just hit 1. If you want to skip all the way through my turn while I'm doing stuff, just hit 6.
Okay.
Generally speaking, that'll skip through any, like it'll ask you about everything that I do.
Okay.
To show you what I'm plotting against you with, you know. Okay, so you see, like it was held up there because it was waiting for me to say okay that I acknowledged your sacrifice.
Okay.
So I'll just hit 6, so it just skips. I'm fine with you doing whatever you want.
Alright.
And you can go play your deck solitaire. That's useful for just getting used to how your effects work and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Some of them aren't necessarily super intuitive.
Alright, and then...
That's your second main phase, so presumably you don't have anything to do. Yeah, okay. So I'm on my first main phase now. So I'm going to go ahead and play an island. And drop my boy Thriving Turtle.
Alright.
And then it's probably waiting on you to acknowledge my Thriving Turtle.
Gotcha.
So that would be like, so once one of my spells goes on the stack, this is a little different than duels. Everything shows up on the stack. You have an opportunity then to respond to it. So if you want to do a counter spell to deny me my Thriving Turtle, that's, for instance, when you would do that.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, so then I will just go ahead and skip through the rest of my turn. That 6 command is pretty useful. So it's now, you don't want to double press it though, because it'll skip through your turn.
Okay.
So first main phase
back
for
to
you. Yep.
Okay.
So we got a Dismal Backwater. So since we're in your turn, I hit 6 so that I, for instance, don't have to pause every time you do anything.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and play another Thriving Turtle. Okay. And it'll ask you to acknowledge, and then I will go ahead and attack with my Thriving Turtle.
Alright.
And so it'll go through and it'll ask you to what you want to do. And so now it's going to ask me if I want to pay 2 energy for Thriving Turtle's ability. So for instance, I missed that the first time I played with this deck and didn't do it and attacked for 0. And so it'll make sure you're aware that I'm doing that as well.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so you just get used to hitting 1 a lot.
Yeah.
Alright, so it's my second main phase now, so I'm going to go ahead and cast my Young Wolf before the end of the turn. And then... So you actually just click whichever mana you want to tap. Yep.
Gotcha.
And I actually like that better.
Yeah.
Because it lets you choose the order of mana you want to tap. So generally, if you only need to tap 2, you want to leave your dual land open if possible. You know, I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'm going to play a Thornwood Falls. I gain 1 life with that. So I will go ahead and attack with all 3 now. And so this is, so I'm going to have numerous activated abilities pop up right now. And so they'll show up in my bottom right hand corner, and I have to put them on the, oh shit, never mind, I skipped through my attack. My bad. Anyways, I was too busy talking and telling you how I was going to do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I would have to choose which order I wanted the Thriving Turtles to pick their energy ability, basically. But I'll let you go ahead and do your thing now. So the Death Cult Rogue cannot be blocked because I don't have any rogues.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. What set's that from? Did that come out recently?
Gate Crash.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen those before. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw it in like the in that free card hoarder set, and I thought it looked really cool. So.
All right. So first things first, I will go ahead and send him back to your hand. Even though I lost a turn, I'm going to try to stay ahead of you here. That's my one disruption technique that I have. Okay, so now that I did this correctly, my 2 Thriving Turtles are going to ask me to pay for them. So the first one asks, I'm going to pay for that, so he gets 1/4 as well. Now they're both 1/4s. And so I'll do, I guess, 3 damage to you.
Yeah.
And then in my second main phase, I'm going to cast the Thrumming Bird that I meant to cast last turn, but screwed up.
What does proliferate?
So every time he attacks, he will add an additional counter to anything that has a counter on it.
Okay.
So
that's
the 2 turtles.
Synergy. Yeah.
So we're pondering. That's kind of nice. You'll get to look through your deck. So before you do this, the one you click first to put on top of your deck is going to be your 3rd placed card. The one you click last is going to be the one you draw. And then right at the end, you have to click. If you like your cards, you have to click no to shuffling.
Okay.
Otherwise, it'll shuffle and you get nothing that you picked. And obviously, if you don't like the 3 cards you draw, just hit yes to the shuffling, and then that works.
Gotcha.
That one's a little tricky. It takes a few tries to get used to for me. I was accidentally dicking up stuff when I played with that deck. Alright, Chainer's Edict. So I have to sacrifice a creature, which I'm fine with because I've got an Undying Wolf.
An Undying, yeah.
So he comes back, but that's good. You got to kill it off once. So he comes back a little stronger. Chainer's Edict's sweet because it gets around protection. Like I can't really stop it, you know. The only thing I could do to stop it would be a counter spell completely. Alright, so we're going to get to your second main phase. And you've still got 2 mana up if you want to do anything. Looks like you're planning on counter spelling me, I would assume. Leaving those 2 blue mana up. So I know better than to do anything that is going to cost me. So I will just go ahead and attack with what I've got in my Legion of Doom here. And so they're each going to get another +1 counter on them because of that Thrumming Bird. And so this isn't automatic either because it's MTGO Online. So I have to pick all of the ones I want to proliferate on. That ability is actually pretty cool because you can use it to proliferate like poison counters on your enemy too.
Oh, really?
So in my second main phase, I'm going to go ahead and play this card because if you want to counter that, I'm okay with that. It's just going to get me a basic land card and grab me some more energy.
I'll counter it just to...
Because you've got it available.
Yeah.
But if you see people leaving 2 blue up coming off of their turn, it's really behooves you to not cast anything that's super important. So that was fine for me. I was okay to take a chance on that. Because a lot of people bluff with leaving 2 up as well, because it really does slow the game down for them if they just make you shit your pants about a counter spell.
Yeah. Okay, it's my turn again.
Yep. Alright, so the Thrumming Bird had a good little life. That was a good call by you, though, because he was going to cause my creatures to get out of hand.
Yeah, I probably should have put that first with the Ponder, because I could have killed it earlier. But
yeah. It would have been nice to have killed him prior to him attacking.
Yeah.
And that's where, like, when I play people who have played a lot of Pauper, like, I think Thrumming Bird's a well enough known card that people are aware of it. Undying Wolf is also, or Young Wolf is a well enough known card that people are aware of it. But the Thriving Turtle tends to catch people pretty off guard because it comes in as a 0/3. They don't waste a kill spell on it, but by the time I end up doing 1 turn of damage to it, what does Extort do?
Extort, I believe it's every time you damage, you take an extra 1 life for your opponent.
Oh, that's cool. So he really does 4 damage. That's cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, so by the time the turtle does 1 damage, it's already up to a 1/4, and it makes it a lot, because most of the removal is like 3 or less in this format, like lightning bolts, that type of thing. Alright, so I see that you are... I see that you are completely tapped out, which is nice for me. So I will go ahead and play Steady Progress, which allows me to proliferate again. So I'm going to proliferate on each of my 3 creatures. 2, 3, and draw a card. I'm pretty happy with the cards I have in hand. So I'll go ahead and attack with all 3. So I'm racing you now. And I'm okay with you blocking.
Let's see.
That's gonna do 10 damage.
Okay, how do I...
So you click on your creature, and then you click on whichever one of mine you want to block.
Oh, I guess the same.
Yeah, you have to. Sorry, you have to go to the block phase.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I didn't realize we were still stuck in attack. You still have to acknowledge my other turtle. But yeah, I get so enamored with pressing 1 that I end up skipping through a lot of shit and losing games because of that. So.
Okay.
Alright, and since a creature left, since a creature died this turn, I'm gonna go ahead and play my Hunger of the Howl Pack card, which will give this creature 3 +1/+1 counters on it. And that should probably do it even if you got removal for one of them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're only 1 mana away from flashing back Chainer's Edict.
Yeah.
As well, but I guess you, well, if you flash back Chainer's Edict, you can't play anything else though. And you gotta sacrifice that Evolving Wilds.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that was holding up on me. I usually hit 6 if I've got nothing to do. Like, I can't possibly interact with you because all my mana is tapped, so I'll typically hit 6 in a situation like that, because really, there's nothing I can do. Okay. So I think I got lethal unless you can kill something at instant speed. But I will go ahead and go to attack. And you can attempt to block here. Probably on that 7, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep. And then
that's that. Yeah. Gets me down to 0.
So the attacker always has to go first, and then you get a chance to respond. So I would kick one of my creatures just to make sure. Because if you decided to kill one of my creatures at this point, now you would have to kill him. Oh yeah, so you would counter that. That works. But I like to do it that way because a lot of times if you then attempt to kill a creature, I would have another. I have another Hunger of the Howl pack that I could play at instant speed to give another creature +3, so I would have been able to jam through either way. That's why I played that, but anyway.
Yeah.
So I think it's you to hit 1 now, and then we'll be done.
Sorry.
That's okay. You did really well with the. So then we go to sideboarding. This is where I think for what we're doing, I probably wouldn't do sideboarding. Typically, you're allowed to sideboard in stuff, and I don't really know what you would use against me. That would be different. Against you, I would probably like use some anti-graveyard stuff. But I don't necessarily like. People might add a little additional removal to deal with me, I guess would be the strategy.
Yeah. I think I need to, I think I'm gonna swap like a basic lane for the double mana, cause I was drawing a lot of those like double mana cards.
Yeah.
But they enter tapped, so.
They do, and the thing with your deck is it is gonna be slower to begin the game with, so it's honestly like my deck's just a bad matchup for you too, because most of my stuff gets down before you even get counterspell up. So
yeah,
that's part of it. You're a good matchup against pretty much everything else other than what's called Stompy, and that's basically what my deck is it's a type of Stompy deck.
Alright, I'll just... okay.
Like, the best way for you to deal with Young Wolf, for instance, would be to cancel it before it ever gets up.
Yeah.
And it's played before you get a chance to do that, generally.
I'll let you go first this time.
Alright, alright, I like my hand, so I'll go ahead and keep it. Get that Young Wolf down right away. So, my deck's pretty consistent at getting either a Thriving Turtle or a Young Wolf down on turn 1. Or there's a couple other things it can do, but at least getting a creature down by turn 2. Hopefully your deck has a turn 1 play this time of some sort. Because if you can ponder or preordain or do anything like that, you can set yourself up really well for turn 2.
I'll go and preordain.
Yep.
It's either that or okay.
So that's a good turn 1 play. Now you're really getting to see your hand, and you've got a real good card advantage over me already. That's the bad thing about my deck is I just run out of steam. So if you've got enough removal, I won't have the card advantage you have. And then you start counterspelling all my shit and, you know, stuff like that. So the first 3 turns are pretty key for my deck. I was like, I wonder what he's casting with his 0 mana.
0 mana, yeah. Okay.
So I'll go ahead and play that. Using your tapped lands strategically so that you can cast the spells you want. So like, for instance, I only need to cast a 1 mana spell this turn. So I wasn't too worried about using that. So I played a tapped land there, even though I had an untapped land in my hand. Just because that'll set me up for a 3-cost spell next turn if I want it.
Yeah.
Rather than playing them in the reverse order and having the tapped land enter on turn 3. The competition on online, there you go. Delver of Secrets is a nice card. So that's something I definitely have to deal with early because he becomes a 3/2 flyer. I don't have any flying creatures. So I just can't leave him around to dick with me, you know?
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit him with an Epic Confrontation, which is going to make him fight. And then might as well do this since you're tapped out. So that adds 3+1/+1 since something died this turn. And then that gets rid of his Undying, unfortunately for me, because he's only got Undying until he gets a counter on him.
Oh, okay.
But he's a 4/4 already, so he's a 5/6 this turn because of that confrontation. Let's see what sort of controlling you do here. Oh, there we go. So that really makes me wish I wouldn't have played that. See, I got a little greedy there, but I did do 4 damage to you at least.
Yeah.
So that's nice for me. And now I'm looking like I might run out of steam because I don't have any creatures at all. So it's time to play this when I don't want to play it, to draw a card in hopes that I can proliferate my energy at least. Oh, okay, that's okay. So that sucks to have to play. So you caused me to waste several good spells there. I wasted a Hunger of the Howl Pack. I wasted my Young Wolf's Undying ability. And I had to waste a Steady Progress Proliferate spell in order to draw a card because I have nothing to do. And now the second Delver drops and I don't have anything to deal with him. So here's where your control, I think, well, we'll see what we can do here. Yeah, he's not quite as good with nothing with, he's not quite as good without anything to support, but oh well.
Oops.
So now you get to look at a card. If it's a sorcery or whatever, you want to reveal it to me, and then it will flip your Delver over. If it's not, then just don't reveal it to me. Sorcery or instant will flip your Delver.
Okay.
So he didn't flip. Alright, so we disfigured the Throning Bird. And the side of this deck that I hate is coming to fruition. And another Delver. Looks like you might have me. Well, all my removal for your stuff is creature-based. So you can attack with one for sure right now. So I have to have a creature down to do anything for you. And now I just have to pray you don't have a Preordain or a Ponder. Because if you do, you can intentionally stack it so that you'll hit a spell next turn.
Oh, yeah.
So that's kind of worth doing if you have one.
Yeah.
Alright. Now we're talking. Go ahead and kill that. Let me guess, they both flip.
Oh, okay.
Damn. Doomblade, huh? And so you have to do the same thing for him, reveal it as well.
Oh, okay.
And he'll flip as well. I don't know why it makes you do it twice. One would assume they could shortcut past that, but I think they're afraid of building in shortcuts because it causes bugs. So that's nice for you. So now you got 2 flyers, and I've only got 1 flyer. So you're doing 6 damage a turn to me from here. Oh, and you decided to Doomblade my Thrumming Bird, which gets it out of the way.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't have gotten greedy with my Hunger to Hell pack, I think. Although with the Doomblade, it wouldn't have really mattered. You had 2 Doomblades on me.
Yeah.
You would have killed them twice. Doomblades are just deadly against my deck.
Yeah.
And now you just get to fly over my stupid little wolf all game long. And there's not a thing he can do about it. Well, fortunately I have a thriving Toidle. So that I can start trading 6 damage for 1. Alright, well I might as well. I guess 6 damage for 2 is the trade I'm going to offer.
Yeah.
And I've got a fair amount of energy too. I'm not out of it yet. I'm kind of top decking. See, you've got 5 cards left in your hand. I'm top decking.
What is top decking?
Meaning I'm just drawing. I've only got 1 card in hand, basically, so I need to draw something off the top of my deck that helps me. So basically, I'm stuck, just preying on luck right now. Where you've presumably got multiple things left that you can do with your 3 mana.
Yeah.
Although you could probably use more mana.
Yeah, I'm kind of dry on mana right now.
Alright, well, now I've got a plan at least. A baby, teeny tiny plan. I don't think my plan will come into fruition, because I think I've only got 2 turns left against you, unless I can remove you. But at least I can knock you down to maybe 10. So my normal deck carries the card Rancor in it. I took it out because it costs too much for this. But that gives you +2 attack and trample, and it comes back to your hand whenever a creature dies. So the ability to give some of your creatures trample is really key.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm glad a tap land came into play. I got 6 more damage coming my way. And So even if I kill one of them, I'm fucked. So I will go ahead and... I drew a good card. That's pretty effective against the Delver. Counterspelled it. Nice job.
Yeah.
And then I will go ahead and try to double attack with these idiots. Just to run the game out here. Although I think you got me. And then, since you're close to tapped out, I'll go ahead and hit that. Hope I draw a card I need. That's better than nothing, but it won't matter. I ended my turn anyway. If you didn't have that counterspell, I would have actually been able to send both of your creatures back to their hand, which was my plan. But I can only send one back, so I'll go ahead and concede. That way you've only got 7 minutes left on your timer.
Oh shoot! Yeah, I've been using a lot of time.
So the quickest way to make sure you don't use all your time is just hit 6 on my turn.
Okay.
So 1 and 1.
Yeah.
And I'm going to play first on this on my turn because I don't like giving you an advantage like you gave me. I think most of the time it gives gives the person who lost the option.
Okay. Is pretty much going first always an advantage, or?
Almost always. I think the only time it's not an advantage is in sealed deck play. If you're playing a controlling deck and you need to, and you start with too little land, and you want, but otherwise a good hand, and you essentially want that extra card draw. But like, I would say like 99% of the time, it's better to go first.
Yeah. Okay.
Alrighty. I accidentally hit concede match because I meant to hit start match. Alright, I got everything coming together in this hand. Beautiful hand. The best hand. Alright. Doomblade that. I'm not going to put anything on it this time. I learned my lesson. I got greedy. I could have made you Doomblade it twice. Instead, I let you Doomblade other stuff. And not that it was that close, but your counterspell got me. I had a chance. I drew 2 Clutch of Currents in a row, which was pretty sweet to top deck. And I skipped past it on accident anyway. Ah, shit. That was the wrong play. Oh well. I meant to play my tapped land that turn so I could play something next turn, because I only needed the Thriving Wolf this or Young Wolf this turn. So I think like my misclicks probably cost me more advantage than anything in this game. Just missing turns, misplaying stuff because I'm not paying attention. So
yeah.
Start with a couple of tapped lands, and let's see what you do this turn. Nothing.
Yeah.
Let's see what you do in your second man. Oh, nothing. Ooh, that's tough. It's a cat monkey. I think it's waiting on you.
Nope.
3 mana up. Yankee's gonna kill something. Nope. Yankee's gonna use his divination powers I think your second game opening hand was really, really solid, it looks like, and your first and third, making it to turn 3 without playing anything is pretty rough.
Yeah.
And it's waiting for you to discard now, so... Alright, so, my Scrounging Bandar has this ability to transfer tokens to other creatures.
Okay.
But I will not transfer anything. I will go...
Oh, because that would give them... That would remove Undying from them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I will go... I guess you're tapped out, it doesn't matter. I usually wait till the second main phase to play stuff, to make sure people don't do any shenanigans while I'm attacking. But you're tapped out anyway, so... That's where I've noticed the real huge difference between online and duels is that you have to like watch other people's mana to predict what they're going to be doing on their turn.
Yeah.
Ooh, doing some card drawing. I'll be interested to see what you decide to do here.
Yeah, okay.
Ah, that stupid Delver. I hate that thing. Delver O Secrets. Alright, so with my Scrounger's ability, I'm going to move a token to my Thrumming Bird. And this is where the deck is pretty fun. I shouldn't tell you how fun it is, but alright, so Yankee's left his counterspell up. So I will go ahead and attack with all of these.
Hello.
Actually, I will not attack with that one.
Hello.
How's it going, buddy?
I'd
Yankee and I are almost finished here. We got 5 minutes left on Yankee's clock. Yankee's doing something shenanigan-y.
Oh, okay.
Agony Warp is going to hit my Thrumming Bird to death. So that was
you have to do it twice. Okay, I was wondering why. Yeah.
That was unfortunate. You dick. Next, my Leech is messaging the shit out of me while I'm playing this game. I hope he feels shame. Well, since Yankee's tapped out, Thriving Rhino is going to get a trot. Although he killed off my Thrumming Bird Scrounging Bandar combo, so the Scrounging Bandar is now basically worthless. Because if I transfer anything off of him, he dies. So the beautiful thing about him and the Thrumming Bird is the Thrumming Bird gives him an additional counter to transfer every turn. But obviously, you're smart enough to figure out what you need to kill already. And you don't even really need to kill the Dying Wolves, or Undying Wolves, because they're only 2 power anyway, so...
Are you guys almost...
Yeah.
Yeah, we're almost done, Kella. Yankee better hurry up if you don't want to run out of time, though.
Yeah.
He's on the chess clock. We can also play, when we do actually start playing, we can change that timer for you guys, since you're not quite used to the quick gameplay yet. So I can't block anyway. Yankee leaves his fucking counterspell up again. Alrighty. So let's see what I'm gonna do here. I will go ahead and run all 3 of these idiots into you. 1, 2, and 3. And I will pump my Thriving Rhino with his 2 energy, which which I unfortunately can't make more of because I don't have a thrumming bird anymore. And I will let Yankee block one of my young wolves, which is fine. Okay, and it triggers Undying. And I will go ahead and let that happen. Let's see what Yankee can come up with to win from behind here. That's a lot of mana. Midnight Scavengers. Target creature from your graveyard. I don't think you have any target creatures in your graveyard, do you?
No, I should have killed off the rogue and then brought it back with that.
Yep. That's a good thing to recognize, I think. That's a good trade. Well, I'm not going to tell you what to do. You can keep him open for blocking too. You've got some options.
Well, we'll go.
You've got that scavenger as well, so.
Yeah.
Alright, so we got ourselves quite the race here. Scrounging Bandar makes me choose this every time, even though I don't want to. So I have to choose a creature and then choose to put 0 counters on them. So I will go ahead and hit this up to give myself some steady progress, baby. And I will proliferate. And I will draw a card. And then I will go ahead and attack with... I guess I'm fine with trading a creature for a creature, generally speaking. So I will do that and see what you do. So I'm okay with that. I will let that happen. I think you are on the shorter clock than me.
Yeah.
And I think I could have actually won there. I didn't realize it. Oh well. My fuck up. If you win now, it's because I'm a dummy. There are some decks that are capable of doing like 20 damage in a turn. I don't think your deck's one of them, but I don't know. It could be.
I don't think so.
You could stall me out, though. If you kill off enough of my creatures with your shitty spells, you could stall me out. That's an interesting strategy. Yankee could have gone for the across-the-board block, and instead he went for the damage, which tells me he's going to kill some of my shit at the end of his turn. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe Yankee just played that poorly.
Maybe I just... Yeah. I think that was it.
You tried to trick me into misbelieving something. So I will go ahead and hit you with an epic confrontation to get rid of that one dummy that could potentially block me, and pump that up, and you'll counterspell me, presumably. Maybe not, I don't know. Yep, counterspell, okay. But that's fine, because I still got enough damage on board, I think. Well, maybe not quite. Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
unless you
exactly.
kill something. And then you have to declare a blocker. So I presume blocking the biggest beast here would probably be in your best interest. And then I will go ahead and hit it with Vines of Vastwood onto this dude. That way, either way, I'm getting at least 2 damage. You'll dispel it. Fuck. Counterspell. Okay. I got you anyway. I was just worried you would kill something.
Yeah.
As long as you can't kill something, I'm good.
Yeah,
I was trying to make it a harder
bunch of
decision for
counterspells.
you to do, not know what to kill, maybe.
Yeah.
Alright, good game, though.
Good game.
I think you got a really nice deck. I think you drew kind of crappy starting hands your first and third game, it looked like.
Yeah, kind of.
And then your second game, you really got rolling, and you got all the removal you needed. So that was definitely a stomping for your deck. So, anyways, it was fun playing you.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, I'm gonna sign off. So say goodnight to the video audience.
Good night.
Good night.